Now it's time for Past Week, Next Week with Chris and Paul.
Hi, everybody. We like this. Oh, my goodness. What a mess I am. We like to start the show with the song that symbolizes the last week. And I think it's going to be pretty easy on why we picked this song. Although I've never seen this video, and it's disturbing.
Really?
So I hope you guys are okay with that. Are you guys okay with a disturbing video? And I'm hoping you can describe to me why it has to be so disturbing.
Well, now I'm really curious.
Me too.
Yeah.
I did not have any interest in this show until now.
Thanks, Chris. Here is
It's the personal price plan theory.
Oh, well, that's Jake.
Jake from State Farm.
This is disturbing.
Yeah. So on YouTube, they bring you ads unless you use the ad blocker. But now they've come around the ad blocker.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Good for them.
So here we go. Here is DJ Snake and Little John turned down for what? KCTK Radio.
I'm guessing this is because of the roll call at the DNC.
Turn down for what? Turn down for what?
That was pretty badass when he came out.
It was awesome, wasn't
Yeah, that was really cool.
Whoa.
What?
it? Yeah. So these people they're turning down for what? Which, okay, first of all, I've heard the question before, but they've never answered the question. And Little John didn't really answer it at the DNC.
We asked it a few times.
Yes. And he was excited. He was running down the way, and he even did this thing. I don't know if you did you guys ever watch it? I have a clip of it to play a little bit later. But then he threw in the other song, To the Wall, but it made it to Tim Walz.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Brilliant.
Turn down for what?
Oh, wow.
Well, now I like the video.
Yeah. I'm a little
Okay.
less disturbed now.
So, you guys like this song?
What is happening?
What is going on? Why did Blayla walk in? Oh.
Oh, my goodness. She can't look at her face. She can't control it. I've never seen this video.
No.
Do you, what?
Whoa.
His dong? So, do you remember me saying it was disturbing?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
This was not what I pictured when you said it was
Yeah.
disturbed. But
Are you sure this is the actual video, or did somebody...
I have no idea.
Oh.
It's on YouTube, so it must be real.
Sure.
Here's the question.
You should have won an
Turn
Emmy.
down for what?
Okay. Did you guys like it when you saw Little John at the DNC?
I actually missed the roll call.
Okay. I want to make a proclamation here
okay.
in our role as
Truth tellers.
yes.
Bringers of the truth.
I think from now on he did such a good job. We're just gonna call him John.
Whoa.
I like it.
Not that little. No, you're John now.
He's grown up.
Okay, you've grown up. You've taken control.
Wow. That was kind of Fight Clubbish.
Yes.
You remember Meatloaf in Fight Club?
Like a meatloaf sandwich, or what are you talking about?
No, the singer actor. I think his name was Bob, and he had a big bosom.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a fascinating video.
so it's with DJ Snake. Are you guys familiar with DJ Snake?
No.
I'm not.
Okay. Well, let's before we even get into the show, let's watch, and then the viewers, the listeners, and people on
Building your
Facebook can't
online
see it.
business?
Oh, here comes another ad. Don't worry, everybody.
They really have found their way around your blocker.
Georgia, how do you cast your vote?
He has a
I
South
hated
Park
that guy.
voice.
Yes.
Doesn't he?
Georgia,
What?
how do you do
can't-
your vote?
What did you say, Chris?
He has a South Park voice.
We'll play it again.
Mr. Garrett.
Georgia, how do you cast your vote?
He even looks like Mr. Garrett.
That really could have been Trey.
Yeah.
Trey, what's his name?
God, what is his name? Trey Parker.
Trey Parker. Okay, here we
Yeah.
go.
Yeah! Ladies and gentlemen, we are here tonight to officially
That's Big John, guys.
Kamala Harris.
Just John, I hear.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he hasn't getting promoted twice. Just John.
DNC, turn out for what?
It's pretty lit.
Turn out for what? Hey, turn out for what?
Thank you.
Turn out for what? Let's go. Turn out for what? Hey, everybody
They call him a
get your
rapper.
hands up.
He has his one line.
Everybody get your hands up. Hey, everybody get your hands up.
I don't even know if he raps the line, really.
We're not going back. We're not going back. We're not going back.
Oh, man, I wish our Congressman Cleaver could have been in there.
Say again.
Harris,
Here we go.
come to the wall.
I did not see this.
Oh my God, the people were just like, I don't know. I guess things are happening. And even before we start the show, I want to go back to this is just magical to listen
And
to.
now, a moment in the life of Little John.
Are you checking any luggage today, sir?
Yeah!
You can pack the bags yourself.
Yeah!
And the bags have been in your possession the whole time?
What?
Have these bags been in your possession the whole time?
What?
These bags have been in your possession the whole time.
What?
These bags, were they in your possession the whole time?
What?
And these bags have been in your possession the whole time?
Yeah!
All right. Well, Mr. John, you're all set.
Okay!
Pardon me, madam. Will this be reflected upon my frequent flyer miles?
Did you book your flight online?
Yeah!
And it will be.
Okay!
Have a nice flight.
What?
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 Have a nice flight.
Okay!
All right, that's.
There we go.
Oh wait, I guess I can finish it.
You've just watched a moment in the life of Little John.
Okay, from now on, he's just called John. Everybody.
Yeah.
And I think probably more than any other song we've ever done, and we just play one song.
Gosh.
But this was the time when we had to play three because it really did symbolize the last week more than anything else. So that was DJ Snake
Sure.
Snake, DJ
and John.
Whoa.
Not Little
Turn
John.
down for what? Turn down for what?
For what?
For whoop. And that basically symbolizes last week. This is Past Week, Next Week with Chris and Paul, starring Boogie introducing the texter.
I'm Chris.
And I'm Paul.
What's up, suckers?
This is a show where we review the most important things with the past week and get you ready for the next week. It's your one-stop program to keep you updated. It's a real week review. Just listen to us. You won't need any other information outlet. That's our guarantee. Thanks for listening to us online at kctkradio.com or Facebook Live, KCTK Radio page. But you also can listen to us at the KCTK Radio smartphone app. Everybody has a smartphone. Do you know an adult that doesn't have a smartphone anymore? Even old people have them, like us.
Yeah, you're right. I don't know.
I think my stepfather has a flip phone.
Well, there you go. There's the one.
Yeah.
Flip phones are coming back now.
Uh-oh. Can you get the KCTK radio app on there? Just say yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Of course.
They would not go
In
back.
fact, I think all of the new flip phones come with it preloaded.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, is that what
They know what's up.
Is that what Harris says? We won't go back. Is that what she means by that?
The flip phone?
Yeah. If we do go back, we're not going to do it without the KCTK radio app.
That's exactly what she means.
I don't know what else it could be.
You can join the experiment by calling or texting us at 913-735-0060. We welcome your participation. Coming up with a weekly news quiz, pop culture update. Not really a special feature, but I want to talk more about that roll call. We're going to do that right up front. Headlines and predictions and much, much more. So let's even do that before we get into what's going on, okay? So the roll call, I thought was interesting. Okay,
Yeah.
because I'm just watching it, getting ready for the speeches, and then they start playing these different songs for each state. When
Right.
now I've been to a convention. I don't know if I mentioned
Here
enough
we go.
that I was a super delegate at the Obama convention. I don't know
Yes.
if you guys ever heard of Barack Hussein Obama, but he was our president, and I was his super delegate.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah, and
I'm impressed.
Picture
I-
of him right there.
I think I didn't. I think I was out in the concourse during this.
During the roll call?
Yeah, I'm like whatever,
Was it outside? It was Denver, right?
Okay, so great question, Chris. He remembers his history. This is what we need more citizens to be. His speech on the last night, not Thursday, and they moved it to Mile High Stadium.
Okay, that's right.
I sat about 40-yard line on the field
Whoa.
to watch him, and it kind of pissed me off because I don't like the Denver Broncos. I think they suck.
Oh, that's harsh.
And so it was a little, little challenging for me as a Chiefs fan. Back in those times, guys, the Chiefs weren't as good as they are now.
Right.
Yeah.
Denver would break our hearts, as I recall.
Yes. But I got to sit there and love Obama, but then I'm in Mile High Stadium.
Yeah.
It was a rough thing, but I overcame it for our country. So anyway, so here's the roll call, guys. So they did the roll call.
Mm-hmm.
And I was playing along, meaning that when they would play a song, I tried to figure out why they played that song.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, do that.
Oh,
Yeah.
boy. Well,
There's a
shoot.
little fuzz going on. I don't know
I heard
what
the
it is.
fuzz too.
Hang on.
Oh,
There we go.
Is that better?
Yeah, you fixed the fuzz. Okay. So we're gonna play a little game here. I'm gonna say the state.
Uh-huh.
And did you guys watch part of it?
I watched some of it,
Okay,
not
you
all
can
of
use
it.
some of your knowledge, but some of it you're like, of course. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say the state. I want you to say the artist. You don't even have to say the right song. Okay. So like I'll say, who did they play for Georgia?
John,
Good job.
Okay.
because he's from there.
Yes, because he's from there.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna try to do the easy ones first. New York.
Jay-Z. Wow.
Good job.
Total
Yeah,
guess.
easy.
Okay.
Because he's from there.
Yes. Minnesota.
Prince.
Prince.
Wow, you guys are good at
We're,
this.
Wow.
dang.
Okay. This one's gonna be a little tougher for you,
Okay.
but I'll give you a hint. Jack will love it. Tennessee. Tennessee.
Willie Nelson.
Jack White.
Dolly Parton. Yep.
Dolly Parton.
I knew that, too. I knew that.
Okay. California. So the way that the roll call works is that the person that you're nominating, if they're from that state, they pass, and then they get to say their delegates that put them over the top, and then it's a big deal.
Uh-huh.
So California went a little bit and then went last. So they had 3
Oh, wow.
different. So who do you think they did?
The Beach Boys.
Think a little more modern, but not too modern. Okay.
I have no clue. I feel like it could be so many people.
Okay, how about this? California. Who's would you say is the biggest artist from California now? That's one of them.
The biggest artist now from California.
Uh-huh.
Oh, Snoop?
Okay, I'm going to give you partial credit for that.
Dre. Dr. Dre.
Because I think it was a Dr. Dre Snoop song they played.
Okay.
And then who else was around that time that was a rapper? He's no longer with us.
Easy-E?
No.
Tupac?
Oh, okay.
California love.
Oh,
Okay.
Duh.
Yeah.
Okay, but then they went into a song that's still on the charts by a rapper or a hip hop artist.
Still for California? Mm-hmm. Currently is on the charts?
Yep. And it describes the Republicans. their song.
I don't know any songs titled "You Dumb Fuck."
They not like us.
Oh, Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah. Okay. You guys are doing okay. Pennsylvania.
Thanks.
guys are doing okay.
Pennsylvania. This is a tough one.
Pennsylvania.
Okay, let me take a step back on this one.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if you guys ever noticed, but I'm a fan of Taylor Swift.
Yes.
Okay. She's from Pennsylvania, lives in Tennessee.
Was it Taylor Swift?
Wasn't. She was for another state, and you guys should get it because we talked about it earlier before we started the show.
Rhode Island?
Yeah.
Oh,
Depends on
Okay.
Big House in Rhode Island where the Mahomes are this weekend.
Yeah.
Okay, so Pennsylvania. Mm-hmm. What do you think? There's a lot of big artists, isn't there?
Was it Double Dutch Bus? Because Pennsylvania Dutch is a thing, right?
oh,
Should have been.
Oh, man.
I guess they don't want to win the election.
Yeah.
so I get confused between like.
Pennsylvania has Philadelphia and Pittsburgh.
Okay, is it Bon Jovi?
Oh no.
So I get confused between him and the Boss and like what they represent from up there. And that
They're not Pennsylvania.
I think they're both Jersey, right?
Jersey. Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
I
sorry.
think.
Yes.
I know the boss is.
The
I
whole
think
blue
Bon
collar
Jovi
thing.
is
Okay.
too. Yeah.
So can we jump to Jersey? Was it one of those for Jersey?
Which one do you think it was?
It's got to be the boss,
It's got to be
right?
the Boss.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So
Yeah.
back to Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Joe Biden.
Okay, they kind of cheated too, but the main song was a song called Motown Philly.
What? Boys to Men?
Men.
Wow.
Boys to Men, I often forget how big Boys to Men are.
Yeah.
They're huge. And then they played that
We all
song
put on weight, though.
Black and Yellow, Black and Yellow, Black and Yellow.
Black and
Oh,
black
yeah.
and yellow,
I don't know
black
who
and
that
yellow.
is.
I don't know.
I felt like they did it just to bring Pittsburgh into the thing.
Well, that was nice.
Yeah. Okay. Eminem. Oh shit. I said the answer. What state is he from?
Michigan.
Okay. Fuck that up.
That was quick. wasn't it?
Texas.
Beyonce?
Nice. Boogie's on a roll.
Huh?
Okay. Hawaii.
Don Ho.
Okay.
You just refuse to get out of the 60s
Yeah.
and the 70s.
This
so
is not this is not the 76th convention for Jimmy Carter.
I think Tiny Bubbles would have been great.
Yeah. Right. Bruno Mars.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that should have been obvious.
Okay. Here's somewhere too much on the nose. Okay. Massachusetts. We've played this song on our show before. It's a band named after one of our favorite listeners from Canada.
Murph?
What's a band name?
The Dropkick Murphys, you know, with Going Up to Boston.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Speaking of on the nose, what band did the state of Kansas play?
Kansas.
Okay. Isn't that pathetic? So, did I tell you Bruno Mars?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, you did- I'm going to go back to Missouri. You'll never get this one. South Dakota.
Gosh, I don't know what artist is from South Dakota.
I don't know why I did that. They played the Romantics, and I cannot figure out why.
Are they from South Dakota?
No.
Huh.
I don't think anything else is there.
I used to really love the Romantics.
Okay. Indiana. Indiana.
Gary, Indiana,
Okay.
Gary, Indiana.
Get close.
Gary.
The
Get
Jacksons.
close.
Michael Jackson. Any of the
Jacksons.
Jacksons.
Jackson 5. Very good.
Okay, I guess my Gary, Indiana helped.
Gary,
a
yeah,
little
when
bit.
you said Gary.
Okay, here's another one on the nose. Alabama.
Was it Alabama?
No. That would have been even more on the nose. This is kind of on the nose.
Oh,
Skinnerd?
yeah. Okay.
Really?
Isn't that weak? Come on. Sweet home Alabama.
Well, the reason that it surprises me is I would have, I don't know, maybe this is being prejudiced, but I would have thought of Skinnerd
Yeah.
that they wouldn't have wanted be represented at the DNC.
Oh, yeah.
I agree with you. Another one on the nose. It was a B-52 song they played for which state?
Love Shack?
Yeah.
That's the only song I know by name.
It's not Love Shack.
Rock Lobster?
It's not Rock Lobster.
Those are literally the only two songs.
No, you'll know this one. Private Idaho.
I don't know the song.
You've never heard the song Private Idaho by B-52s?
No.
That's what Idaho played. Isn't that pathetic? Okay. This one's kind of a stretch. Arkansas.
Man.
I got nothing.
They played Fleetwood Mac because it was like Bill Clinton's Don't Stop Thinking of Tomorrow song he always played.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
It's pathetic. Arizona. Think Fleetwood Mac. Who was the lead singer of Fleetwood Mac?
Stevie Nicks?
She's a big Arizona person.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. South Carolina.
No clue.
South Carolina.
I'm going to give a hint.
Myrtle Beach.
Chris, go back in time. Feel comfortable being back in time for this one.
Okay. Huh.
And I would say, get on up with your bad self.
James Brown?
Really? That's cool.
I feel really proud of my hints. And then Oklahoma. Oklahoma's the last one to have. No, it isn't, but.
Man.
The theme to Oklahoma?
Okay.
Oklahoma.
You're going to be mad when I tell you this.
Okay.
Garth Brooks.
Oh, I'm pissed.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Okay. You'll never get this one. DC. It's a great song. It's an older song.
That's sort of my wheelhouse.
Let me clear my throat, though.
Let me clear
Clear my throat.
That's close enough. It's DJ Cool. Let me clear my throat. And then finally, Missouri.
I know this.
Yeah.
Chapel Roan.
I was so happy with Missouri because Chapel Roan is on the charts and she's from like Springfield area.
Yeah.
Oh, I was wondering why they played her. So that's
Yeah,
why she's
so-
from Missouri.
Wilbur, Missouri, I think, is where she's from.
And they could have gone with the Ozark Mountain Daredevil. Chris would have liked.
Yeah. Shooting Star.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
The McFadden brothers. But they went with someone really current.
The
and really
Rainmakers.
good. Oh, the Rainmakers would have been good too.
Yeah.
But Chapel, she's on the charts now. And
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Jane is all into Chapel right now.
so is my wife too. She loves Chapel. She loves Chapel so very much. So,
HOTTOGO.
so that was pretty cool. And I had a little fun
Yeah.
with the game. And thanks for playing. You guys did very well.
Thank you.
Could the RNC have even done that? Could they have gotten permission from enough artists?
Great question. I don't think so.
I don't think they could have.
They played. Trump played a Foo Fighter song the other day, and now
Yeah.
what's his name? I think
Dave
Gary
Grohl.
Gary
Dave
Foo
Grohl.
Fighter. Oh,
Yeah, Gary Foo Fighter.
he's not happy with it.
Yeah, I heard they're going to, they are suing, and then they're going to give any proceeds they get to the Harris campaign.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. But what's going on with you guys? I'm getting cards and letters. They're saying enough with that.
well,
Just because Paul was fascinated with it. But it was clever. And here's the bad part of it, folks. Since we live in our culture,
yeah,
they're going to try it in 4 years, and it's going to look so stupid.
I know. They should not try to do that
No.
again. You can't outdo that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually had a busy week this last week.
Well, let's hear all about it, Chris. You said I got a busy week. Well, tell us this.
Okay, all right. I'll let you in on it. Monday, I went to happy hour with my old boss, Doug.
In a way, he was all of our old bosses,
In a way, he was.
Yeah.
even though I never worked with him.
Yeah. You never reported to him, did you, Boogie?
No. No, I didn't.
Yeah. Anyway, great guy. Good to catch up with Doug. He is living the retired life and loving it. And I'll be honest, it made me think that retirement probably wouldn't be too bad. As much as I love work, and you guys know I do, I thought, oh, that doesn't sound too bad.
I think you shared some of his activities he does, but what other thing does he do for his retirement? Like, what keeps him busy?
Well, so he's found a campground. It was cracking me up. He kept calling it gay camp. He loves going to gay. It's a campground for gay men, and it's near St. Louis, and he takes his trailer there all the time and hangs out. He says the feeling of community is awesome, and they have like activities that they do, share circle, and I don't know what all, circle something, and they have a pool, a pond. So he's having a great time, as he says, going to gay camp. So I think that's awesome.
I'm glad you had a nice time. And you were with you were with the band leader or the band member of Hot Country Nights. I think is
Big
the
Time
name of it.
Grain Country. Yeah.
Lumberjack Johns. No?
No. Colin Ridge-tastic, as some people know him, was there as well. So just good to catch up with those guys. Haven't seen them in a while. And
Was it Monday?
it was Monday, yeah.
Was your phone? I mean, did you get invited at all? I mean, you know those guys.
Yeah, no, I did
didn't
not
either.
get invited.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, guys.
Yeah.
I meant to invite you, but then I remembered I didn't want to.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh,
So-
okay, at least you
Fair enough.
At least you deliberately forgot it.
Yes.
So that's nice.
And then Tuesday, I went over and did a few things for my mom at her house that she needed done, and then ran up to Buffalo Wild Wings and met Molly for dinner. So
Cool.
had a great dinner. This is kind of exciting. So I think I mentioned a few weeks ago, Molly had that Olivia Rodrigo thing sort of take off, and then a woman from Atlantic Records reached out to Molly. Well, they connected, and
It's one of our major oceans.
yes, yeah. It's one of the top two that borders the U.S. And apparently this woman's going to, well, two things. One said, hey, when we have artists come through Kansas City, I want a contract with you to go take pictures or whatever. But also said, we want to have you come out to New York. And
Holy shit.
yeah, talked about flying Molly out to New York for a week to figure out other stuff that they could work on together. So, again, who knows if it will actually happen, but really, really cool.
That is massive.
I know, yeah.
That's really cool.
Feeling we cannot afford her anymore.
You may be right. Yeah.
I mean, it was sounding like we couldn't to begin with, let's be honest.
Well,
but now.
Yeah, now it's, on to different things. I won't say bigger, but different things.
We missed our chance.
Chris, did you ever watch on the VH1 Behind the Music?
Just the show?
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to watch that.
We talked to her about it because a lot of record companies, they get these young people in and they sign a contract and, and then the band breaks up and they don't have any money and they have to.
I mean, I just watched the thing about, what was the name? Lou Pearlman that started all the boy bands.
Okay, so watch out. If
You know what? That's a
explain that
good
to her.
watch out. Yeah, I'll do that.
All records companies do that.
Still, yes. Yeah, so excited for Molly. Just, man, yeah, go take, life by the tail or the horns, whatever. And then Wednesday, I just had a night at home because Thursday I had to go to a board meeting. But I forgot that they had changed the board meeting to Wednesday night. So then I show up to go to the board meeting at the credit union on Thursday, and I'm walking up to the back door of the credit union, and I hear a voice go, Chris. And I'm looking around. It was the teller drive-through thing. Somebody saw me walking up. They're like, hey, the board meeting was last night. You missed it. I'm like, oh, man.
They moved it for the Chiefs game. Right?
They moved it because Jay, the CEO, had to be in Jeff City to testify about something on Thursday, and he didn't know if he was going to make it back in time for the board meeting. I knew this. I just completely slipped my mind. So I feel like a real heel. Just a real cad. Yeah.
I know you had some fun time last night, but I want to bring this up because we had some feedback from one of our listeners that you spend 20 minutes and longer on where you ate.
Oh, yes.
Let's Eat KC, a monthly discussion about the latest in good food.
So we're going to just incorporate, you're going to be the Let's Eat guy.
Oh, okay. That's awesome.
Because the listener loved it.
The listener loved it.
Let me read the quote from our listener, if that's okay.
Yeah.
I never get to finish listening to the podcast of the week. It is the next week of review or whatever. But do I really have to listen to 20 minutes of Chris telling me where old fucking people go out to eat dinner? You left John Knox for a minute and had dinner.
Well, let me not disappoint the listeners. So
Yeah.
I didn't have a board meeting, so I text Jane and said, "Hey, I don't have a board meeting. Do you want to go to Salty Iguana? We can watch the Chiefs game and have some Mexican food." So we went up to Salty Iguana and enjoyed the Chiefs game.
Statistically, if you ask Jane if you want to go to Salty Iguana, is it 120%? Always yes?
I would say more often than not,
Yeah.
the answer is going to be yes. We went through a phase there where the food was not very good.
Oh, no.
But they're back now, and the food was delicious.
Okay.
Yeah.
Will you spend the last half of the show talking about that a little bit more?
Yeah,
for
maybe
our
I
listener?
can let you and the listener know where I'll be planning to eat next week.
Nice.
Yeah, and then last night went out to Tom Stock.
What?
Yeah, it's an annual cancer fundraiser at this person's house. It's the guy that owns truckmovers.com. Huge. Well, he's got 2 giant houses out
a
there, a
big
lot
guy?
of
Oh.
land, and they bring in cover bands. It's a big party. Food trucks, bands. So last night they had Slippery When Wet.
Oh,
Guess
yeah.
what?
Yeah, they did.
Guess what band that was a cover band for?
I would say probably Bruce Springsteen.
No. It's Bon Jovi. It's a Bon Jovi cover band. And I will say the dude looked exactly like John Bon Jovi.
Really?
Yeah.
How'd the guy do for John? The cover of John. Not Lil John, but John.
Just John.
They actually didn't have that. And then they had the Gods of Rock that do like all the hair bands. So that was a whole lot of fun.
Okay, so let's get down to it. You had a good time. You had a lot of friends out there.
Uh-huh.
You're out late with other guys' wives, and they don't come home till almost close to 2 in the morning. I mean, what gives with
Hey,
that?
I left around 11:30, so I can't speak for anything that happened after
The
that.
last
But I
thing I
did
know-
see your wife. out
And I
there.
saw a picture of you. So I see a picture of you and her and then she doesn't get home till late.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Hey, that picture was taken way earlier.
Okay.
I can neither confirm nor deny anything that may or may not have happened.
That makes me feel a lot better. Yeah, she loves going out there. She
It's a fun party.
now you probably can't relate with her. I guess she left now. She slammed the door. She likes the hair band music.
Yeah.
I know
Yeah.
that's a little more recent for your taste, but she loves going out there every year.
It's fun, and I thought it was going to be crazy hot. It really was just a nice night to be out there, and Jane's a cancer survivor. We got there a little bit later, but we had some friends that had put her name up.
Oh, nice.
for that, which was very
that's
nice.
super
of
cool.
them. Yeah, yeah. So there you go. That's you're all caught up on my week.
And you're enjoying the muffin and the coffee because you were overserved.
I was
by these people.
overserved. Yeah, that's maybe the one.
That happened to me last week
downfall.
over at my neighbor's house at the
Yeah,
pool.
yeah. I got overserved, so
Yeah.
they need to watch that. It was a self-service bar,
Right.
but yeah, I got overserved.
You got overserved at the self-serve.
Yes,
Got it.
yes. Thanks to my lovely wife for staying sober and alert.
She's a really wonderful person and a great cook.
Yeah,
But let's hear what Boogie has to say. okay?
Yeah.
I'm tired of you going on and on about how much you love your wife.
Sickening.
Jeez.
Jesus
Boogie
Christ.
doesn't even have a wife. Why do you got to do that to him?
yet.
I know. I don't. Jeez.
You really think she's going to go through with it, do you?
We'll see.
We'll find out tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, this week was okay. We went to a concert. I can't remember if it was Monday or Tuesday night. Janae Aiko.
Oh yeah, you mentioned you were going to go there.
Yeah.
What'd you call me?
She,
I think you made that joke too.
I'm sure he did. She's a really cool R&B artist. Kind of like, I can't explain her style. Just really mellow, chill, R&B. She had like 4 other artists with her that opened for her. They were all very similar style of music. Here's the thing. She's really hot right now. Well, she actually is hot, but her fan base is probably like 14 to maybe 28 year olds.
Wow.
And it was like all women and girls there.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And dude, I told Whitney I went to the bathroom and I was just walking around and they're just like, oh, it was at the T-Mobile Center. They're just fucking everywhere. I felt like what an elephant feels when an elephant is afraid of a mouse. It's like all of these just little girls walking around and I'm tiptoeing through and I'm like, oh my God. And of course, they're all dressed all scantily or whatever. And I'm just like, I was just so uncomfortable.
Did you enjoy the show itself?
The show was really good. I was a little disappointed because of her style. It's like they were trying to make it like overly hyped. Like the bass was just way too loud. And I'm like, that's not really her vibe. She's really chill. But it was still good. It was still good. She did really good.
Better than the Trans Orchestra?
It was a little better than the Trans Orchestra. Yeah. So
I had a similar experience at the Taylor Swift concert.
I would imagine,
The line was super long to the women's bathroom. We walked by and I see my niece Chloe there. Hi. And then I had to go and just nobody in the men's room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you just reminded me. There were very few men there. One of the few men that I did see was McCall Hartman.
That's where you ran into.
That's
McCall.
where we were at.
So we got the text. I'm like, I wonder. Okay,
yeah. So I had left. The suite, and I'm going to the bathroom, and there's like a group of like I don't know 4 or 5 young ladies in front of me, and there's this gentleman walking towards us, and he has on just like all pink. He's like a pink short set. It was really cool though, a pink short set, and I noticed him because of his outfit, and then I kind of make eye contact with him, and I'm like, damn, this dude looks familiar. Who do I know that will wear a pink short outfit? But so then the young ladies in front of me, they go, oh my God, are you McCall Hartman? He goes, yes, ma'am, I am. He was very cool. And I'm like, motherfucker, that is McCall. So now I'm fangirling out a little bit.
Well,
I'm like, now I look like them.
And you're like, who is so arrogant to wear a pink suit? Oh, the guy that won the Super Bowl.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
exactly.
Yeah, okay, yeah, you get to do what you want, pal. Can I buy you a drink?
Right. So
for the rest of your life.
So for him, he was respectful for them, but the way he answered it was just like, yes, ma'am, I am. And he just kept walking. Like he didn't try to interact with them and be all, yeah, me, I'm cool. He was completely by himself. He didn't have like an entourage. He didn't have, I don't know if athletes at that level have security with him or not. Maybe he's not quite there.
Yeah.
But he was completely by himself.
Wow.
So he passes them and he's getting close to me now. And I'm like, oh shit, what do I do? It's McCall. So I just go, sup. He goes, sup. And that was it.
So you and Nicole supped each other.
We sup. Wow. We supped each other.
That's cool, man.
Yeah. So that
cool.
was it. So
big guy?
No. So I jokingly texted Joseph and Gabe, and I go, hey, I just ran into McCall Hartman. They were like, oh yeah, that's cool. I told them, hey, my boys will lock your ass up. And they were like, no. It's like, no, I didn't say that.
I got to tell you a story about him. We were watching the game one time. It was the game where last season the Chiefs had already won. I forget who they were playing, but they played the second string guy, Henny.
Oh yeah.
And
anything is possible.
Yeah. Hardman.
Hardman.
He kept dropping the ball.
Oh,
and we were
sucks.
at a bar, and people were like, he's dropping the ball. We were out of town. We were actually on the cruise ship. And we were watching it, and people were giving us shit because we had our Chiefs clothes on. And one of our listeners, Good Advice Phil, as we called him from last week, don't go after my guy Harmon. He's gonna win. He's great. I'm sticking with him. And we're all like, oh God, look how humiliating this guy is, this fanboy is. But what happened?
He literally won the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Wow.
There's another thing brought to you by the offices.
But I was
of
going to
Phil
say,
Lavoe.
God, that's just another.
And you know what they say?
Yeah.
A good man is hard to find, and a hard man is good to find.
That's awesome, Chris.
Yeah.
You should have said. Would you have said that to him?
I think I would have.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Was that from Gay Camp? Anyway, speaking of football, both of the boys had scrimmages this week. So Gabe's scrimmage was Friday night. Blue Valley North, and so that was fun to see them. Like,
how'd it go?
It went good. It went good. They looked good, and I don't know. They looked excited. So.
Okay, all right.
And then Blue Valley Northwest, theirs was at yesterday morning at 8 a.m. So they looked good too. And
Oh, my God.
they're still only going at like, I don't know, 75, 80%.
I'm talking code here for a second. So, after a session at UJ's, you had to get up at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Yes.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Oof.
So I'm at, I'm at Ugly Joe's.
Okay.
Friday. It's all right. It's out there. So I'm at Ugly Joe's Friday before I went to the Blue Valley North.
Okay.
So did they just come by and get you under the bridge, just like honk and
UJ's?
jump in the car?
Yeah, they had a shuttle
on the way in the morning. No, I mean in the morning to come get you for the game. Did your family just honk? You come from
under the bridge. Yeah, I just hopped straight in the car.
Yeah.
Yep.
I need my gum.
Yeah. So that was cool. And then I don't know. Last thing, Chris gets his food segment. I get my movie entertainment segment.
Yeah.
Saw a couple of movies. The motorcycle ride, the bikers.
Oh, that's with the Elvis guy.
Yeah.
I had not seen it, but
it was okay. I was a teeny bit disappointed. It was based on a book of this guy who was embedded with him from like, I don't know, I want to say it was like 68 to 73 or something like that for a few years.
That's almost 5 years.
Yeah, and it's
almost exactly
loosely based on the origin story of the biker club, the Vandals.
Okay.
Okay, now I want to see it.
Yeah,
because your modern day bikers. I mean, come on.
Oh yeah.
But those guys back in the day.
Yeah.
They were really interesting.
So here's what I'm confused. I don't know if the Vandals was the real name of the club back then, or if they changed the name for the movie and it's really
that's what they did.
Well, that is what they did.
Oh, okay.
And it's really Hell's Angels. I'm not sure.
Interesting.
But anyway, so that's that. And then we watched Union with Halle Berry and Wahlberg on Netflix.
Not familiar.
She's a spy. He's just a regular guy.
Yeah.
The hijinks start.
That's pretty much
on Union.
Was it a fun romp?
It was okay, but man, apparently the internet hated it.
Oh, really?
Hey, thanks for not calling it a fun romp too, Boogie.
I just blew straight past that.
Thank you.
Once again, that sounded like a gay camp term. Anyway, that's
that
it.
would
That's
be
all
a
I got.
great name for a gay camp.
Fun romp.
Yeah.
I'd want to go then.
See? Oh
my goodness. Hey, well, that's great. People are asking me what I've been doing. I had one of these weeks that kind of popped up on me. I actually did quite a bit of things.
Oh.
I had breakfast with a friend Monday.
Nice.
It was, that is nice to have a friend.
Who'd you have breakfast with?
His name's Trent Skaggs. I'm going to talk a little bit about him later. But then Wednesday, just out of the blue, my daughter Madeline says, "Hey, West Side Story is playing at Starlight. Let's go see it."
Oh.
Now, I love West Side Story.
I know you do.
And I think I don't know if I really like the musical that much. I love the Steven Spielberg movie. I think I really do think it's one.
Spielberg did West Side Story?
It's one of the best movies of all time.
The original?
No, not the original. The remake.
That was just out like 2 or 3 years ago?
Mm-hmm. I think it's fantastic. It's touching. It makes the cheesiness of the original into make sense. Talk about the immigration experience of someone coming to America and people feeling down and out. It was just beautiful. So she knew I wanted to go see that. She loves musicals.
So I'm sorry, just real quick. When you said it's playing at Starlight, they were broadcasting the movie, or it was a play?
The play of West Side Story, not the movie.
Okay.
But I love the movie, so she goes, "Let's go." Ask other members of the family. I don't want to do that. Perfect. So me and my daughter Madeline had dinner at Blue Highway. Have you been there?
Yes. Yeah.
We were with you, right?
Yes. Yeah, we went to brunch there.
Okay. talk longer. Phil wants you to talk longer
yeah.
about it. What you got? What'd you get?
Oh man,
What'd
yeah.
you get?
Burger. I did. I got a burger for brunch, and it was delicious.
Okay. All right.
Remember, the fries were great, easy to chew, which at my age is important.
Right. And you had brunch at 8 in the morning. Mm-hmm. So then we went and
What a nice dad-daughter date. Yeah. Seriously.
So there's different. I don't know if you guys have ever been to shows at Starlight. It's very interesting because I've seen a lot of concerts. We saw John Mulaney there even.
Yeah.
Chris, you're there. But it's like they have these different tiers of how much the tickets are. I guess everyone does that. Mm-hmm. But like in the front, $2,000. The very back, $15. We're in the back. We're having a time of our lives. So it was a very nice evening.
That's awesome.
So then on Thursday, out of the blue, got tickets to the Chiefs game.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
So
Nice.
me and my neighbor went to the Chiefs game. They also overserved us.
Oh.
We had some friends that were
dare they?
Friends that were in different suites, and we said hi to them. And I swear to God, right at this moment, I don't know if they wore red or white because we were just bebopping around to the.
That's kind of fun to do.
Yeah.
And at a preseason game,
Yeah.
you know.
So what were they wearing? Do you know?
I think they were wearing their home red, I think.
Okay.
They lost again, right?
Yeah.
I have no idea. I think they did.
Sure is fun to watch. You maybe didn't see it, but Carson Steele is
Steele's
fun
a
to watch,
beast.
man. Gosh.
So just think, dude, they have him and Pacheco.
I know. Wow. Two angry runners, man. That's awesome.
Oh, when he stiff armed that dude, I'm like, holy.
That was so cool.
He looks like the rugby player.
Yeah. Yeah, he totally does.
I don't know that. See, that's what I'm trying to tell you. I was there.
Overserved.
And I was overserved.
Yeah. Sad.
Here's a tip of the hat.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Almost Andy. Saw him. It was
Oh,
nice.
you did? Very nice.
Tip of the hat. I saw Angie Judy, who's the upcoming star of the Hallmark show.
No, that's right. Yes.
I think it's called I Love the Chiefs and Christmas.
Yeah. Starring Angie Judy.
Starring Angie Judy. Got to see some of the good people at Tickets for Less at their tailgate.
Oh, how'd you get to go to Tickets for Less?
It was there, and we walked in, and we're like, we don't like tickets for more.
Nice tip
Very
of the hat.
nice.
Tip of the hat segment.
Sounds like you had quite an adventure.
It was quite the adventure. So that was a lot of fun. And then did something Friday. No, last night I didn't go to the Tom Stock. Rock
Right.
and Roll
I didn't
concert.
see you there.
And I went to the Clay County Democrats dinner. And it was very
Sounds
interesting.
delicious.
It was. A big piece of chicken. My good pal, who I was in the legislature with, Trent Skaggs, was the MC. His offspring is the executive director of the Clay County Democrats.
Well.
And Ella is recently got married and is on her honeymoon, or on their honeymoon.
Oh, yes.
On their honeymoon. Mm-hmm. Not there.
So that's why Dad had to step in.
Yeah, and I'm like, how are you going to get this kid back? I mean, I'd kill my kid if they rook me into something like this.
No, come on, you'd love it.
So what was the vibe there coming out of the DNC week?
Great question. I had the opportunity to sit at the table of State Senator Barbara Washington, who just got back from there, and she said it was a lot of fun.
Oh, she
Very
got to go?
excited. Mhm.
She was at the DNC.
I'm sorry, Chris's good friend, State Senator Barbara Washington.
Okay.
And she said it was a lot of fun and exciting and all that good positivity.
Yeah.
Did she get the answer to the question turned down for what?
I forgot to ask that question because I still want to know.
Yeah. Okay.
I still want to know.
It's just hanging out there unanswered.
And so, former Representative Skaggs, Trustee Skaggs, former Trustee Skaggs, I don't know what his title was as
Trustee.
MC. He emceed, he introduced, first person came up was some guy running for state senate. And then, our Democratic governor candidate, Crystal Quaid, she spoke for a little bit. And then, our attorney general candidate, Elad Gross. And he brings his dog around. And
Did you say dog or daughter?
Dog.
Dog.
Liberty Bell the dog.
Okay.
And so Trent talked about the long history of dogs in the state of Missouri. He didn't bring up that former state senator Paul Lavoda had dog days at the Capitol, but I mean,
wow.
You know, that's the long history of it. But someone who loves their dog so much they have to have it be around so much. I mean, what a pathetic. And it's a little dog too that needs attention and stuff. Can you imagine?
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah, dork. Then our Congressman Emmanuel Cleaver spoke. Talk about inspirational person. He talked about his experience during January 6th.
Oh, wow.
And how he had to be in the office and just how it was a bad problem and how angry he is to think about they don't really care. The Republicans just don't care about that they did all that. And then he told the story that he was on at Memorial Day that he said, let's pray for our Capitol Police. Right after that. And someone came up and said, you Democrats are making up all this.
Oh my gosh.
And and he goes, I got angry. I shouldn't do that.
Oh wow.
Then as a man of God, a reverend for the Methodist Church, that's his career in addition to being a congressman, he talked about Christian nationalists aren't really following Christ.
No.
They're not.
But wait.
That we need to be careful of them.
But they say they're Christian.
Yeah. He said there was a congressman by the name of, I want to say Gary Huffman, out of North California, who's an atheist. He said he's the most Christ-like person I know.
Oh, wow.
And then he said that this Congressman Huffman is from Independence, Missouri, in fact.
Really?
Yeah, so I got to look him up and see what he said.
Yeah.
But when he said Independence, Missouri, someone in the crowd really loud goes, yeah, all right, yeah.
I wonder who that was.
Who that was.
It was awesome. So the 10 Commandments say obey, not display.
Oh.
Try that. Take that.
Yeah.
Take that one.
That's good.
So that was neat.
He's such a great speaker.
He really is. I got to see old friends that I was in the legislature with, Mike Tallboy. John Burnett was there.
I remember John.
He was a former rep, and his wife's now a former rep. He said to me, and you won't believe it, hey, I bought my 4th copy. What are you talking about of my book?
Really?
Nice.
Wow. And you've sold like 6.
I know. And I said, I'm glad you bought another one because as I've gone along, I've edited and there's been problems. And Ingrid goes, yeah, it was a little rough the first one we got. And I thought, her old career as a teacher came out.
Oh, boy.
But I can own that. That's fine.
Yeah.
So that was neat. And then the most disappointing part of the evening was they did an auction for a signed Patrick Mahomes book. And the MC, my good friend Trent, decides he wants to be the auctioneer. And his wife sits next to me and says, he practices being an auctioneer and he thinks he can be an auctioneer. And I'm like, this is going to be great because he's a close buddy of mine. It's gonna be a disaster where I can make fun of him. Kind of like you guys do every time I do something
Yeah,
on
right.
the show.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I so relate.
And he stands up there and he kills it. Yeah, 25, 25, 20, try it. I'm like, what the hell? Kind of pisses me
Don't
off.
you have to go to school? They train people to do that. That's not an easy thing to do.
Evidently.
Yeah. It's got to be weird for you to have a friend with talent.
It is.
Yes.
It is. I said, how dare you? But I got myself a Harris wall sign.
Nice.
Can you guys see it?
No.
I can.
Oh. Yep, there it is. It's on your wall.
Love it.
Harris, Governor Walls. So that was a fun time.
Yeah, that sounds great.
So anyway, let's see what the texter's doing. He was kind of here last week, and he has a lot to say. Dear past tense, present tense, if you could have one night stand with anyone from across time, who do you choose?
Gosh.
I think the answer is that guy's wife.
Yeah. I think it is.
Do not talk about Fight Club.
Yeah, I should have remembered that.
I think you mean Ray Parker Jr. Had to have been when we're talking about music, right?
Had to have been.
One of the greatest showmen of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Now, he stole Huey Lewis's song, right? For the Ghostbusters.
Did he?
I Want the New Drug is, he stole I Want a New Drug for Ghostbusters. And got sued.
Wow, I don't remember that at all.
Yeah.
I feel bad.
Dear pastime yesterday, about half an ounce of fuel is needed to start a car. Meanwhile, it takes about 2.7 cups of coffee for a human to get started.
Now that's irony.
Yeah. Hey, don't talk to me before I have my first cup of coffee, everybody. I mean, don't. Do I need a T-shirt or a cup that says that?
I think that'd be a good idea.
Okay.
Sure, no one's done that before.
The average American spends nearly 2 weeks of their life sitting at red lights. Oh, that's depressing.
Oh, that's news I can use.
Huh.
Is it?
I don't know.
I watched a video about the Bills Mafia and the tailgate experience of the Bills game. I am afraid to admit that I think they are better than the Chiefs.
What?
That can't be true.
Oh my gosh.
The tailgate experience?
Yeah.
I don't think he means the team. He means the tailgate experience,
Yeah,
right?
I don't think that's true. It's too cold there most of the
I
time.
mean, we don't jump on tables. I know that. But
And we win games.
Yeah.
And we also don't come up with a name that's derogatory to a whole ethnic group.
What? Oh.
Mafia?
Oh. Okay. I thought you were saying Chiefs, but yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Well,
we do that one.
That's, yeah, but the
We
team
kinda
doesn't.
do.
Right, okay. And what about Bills? Isn't that offensive to, like,
Williams everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
pisses them off? Okay, this is exclusively for Boogie Nights, and I understand.
Oh, boy.
Dear Boogie Nights, why do you think they faked the moon landing?
I don't know, Texter. I don't know.
What would you have done to propose for that elaborate ruse?
What?
Seriously, Boogie, come on. Why do you think they faked it?
I don't know. We wanted to be number one, so we had to.
Had to beat the Rooskies.
We had to
Yeah.
beat them. So
That's good. That's a good answer.
thanks.
Okay, we've drone on and on. We've heard about
We
Christmas
really
food.
have.
Let's get to the news quiz.
Yeah. It's about time.
Chris, you're good at this. Tell people what the news quiz is.
Yeah, so we go, are we doing Slate this
Yep.
week? We go to the Slate News Quiz. We go through the first 5 questions. This is unrehearsed. We haven't looked at them before. So if we get them right, we really did get them right. If we get them wrong, yeah.
Okay, here we go. Which former U.S. representative pleaded guilty to 2 charges of wire fraud and aggravated identity theft after being indicted on 23 federal felony counts in 2023?
George Santos.
God, I miss her.
I knew you were going to say that. Yeah. She said she's really sorry and everything, so...
Just another.
He's just so funny.
He'll be the presidential nominee for Trump.
He will be. Like,
yeah, probably will be.
So let's wish for him. Okay, British tech tycoon Mike Lynch was among the passengers on a super yacht that sank after it struck by a waterspout off the coast of which island?
Sicily.
Yes, Chris, you recently were in Sicily.
I was. What a lovely, lovely island it is.
good
Just
thing you weren't on
gorgeous.
a billionaire's yacht.
Amen.
Now, did you see a waterspout or anything like that?
You know what's weird too about this? So that guy died because a water spout hit his yacht. He had just gotten off on some kind of major charges in the UK. They said
Whoa,
he had
really?
like a 0.5% chance of getting acquitted. He got acquitted, but the same week that his yacht was struck by a water spout, his partner, who was also on trial and got acquitted, was hit by a car and killed.
No.
Yes. Yeah.
And the car was a waterspout by Ford. I don't know. Yeah.
The Ford water spout.
Wow.
Isn't that? It's just interesting.
Well, it doesn't seem like the history of Sicily, though, that they would try to kill people.
Now
but it's offensive to say mafia, though.
his partner was killed in England. No, he wasn't in Sicily.
Yeah.
So
Yes, Sicilian people that ever go to other places to kill people. I'm talking history.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
And what does Buffalo have anything to do with mafia?
Yeah. I don't know.
Hey, I don't know. I don't know why they chose that term.
I don't know why Boogie thinks it's okay to use a racist term. Okay, here we go, guys.
We're doing good.
Which former Trump insider spoke on Tuesday at the Democratic National Convention?
Grisham.
Grisham, yeah. Now that's pretty bad, isn't it? That was Stephanie Grisham. She was like the press secretary and really close with
Melania. Yeah.
That's devastating.
It should be devastating.
She brought receipts too.
Yeah, she did.
I'm like, damn.
Now we can talk about the DNC because I spent a lot of time on that too. I didn't have to get a lot of sleep. I either watched it or taped it and then watch it after my activities. You thought, well, I'll just ask the question. You can answer for your goddamn self. What do you think? Who did the best? What was the most compelling presentation for you?
Well, I thought there were so many really good speakers. But I will say, I loved Adam Kinzinger's speech. I thought he did a great job. So, but they all, Barack was awesome, throwing a little shade there.
Yeah.
At the Dawn. Michelle did great.
Now Boogie, I was thinking that you were Michelle. You kind of wanted Michelle Obama to run for office.
Yeah, I was thinking. It should have been a Michelle Obama Harris ticket.
Yeah.
I don't know if that would have been too many black women though. I don't know if the country was ready for that.
She's an amazing speaker, well thought out, and I think she's maybe too smart to be president.
Yeah, she might
She's
be.
like, I don't want to mess with this. I've seen it.
Yeah. Yeah. To answer your question, I think Kinzinger, Michelle, and Ashley Walls. And here's the thing: I was probably Walls' target audience because I didn't know much about him.
Yeah.
Big dumb dad that likes football.
And I'm like, God damn it. Yeah, literally, big dumb dad that likes football. And I'm like, okay, I'm in.
Yeah.
I love him.
You got me, coach.
But I was like, that's what I said in text. I'm like, man, if they win and then America ends up just literally referring to him as coach instead of Mr. Vice President, that would be the best thing America's ever done.
Would you like it if one of your kids played for him?
Yeah, from what I've seen. I mean, yeah.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah. It was awesome. What about the attack from Trump? Oh, he was assistant coach, not real.
Just idiotic.
So was Jerry Van Dyke.
And
And I loved him. He was the star of the show.
That was awesome. That was great.
I guarantee you no kid on the football field goes, okay, yeah, thanks, coach. Okay, yeah, thank you, assistant coach.
Right.
Nobody does that.
Yeah.
Who cares?
This is, every week, and maybe every minute of my life, I miss Gabe. I wish he was here with us. I would ask him a question. Would he go, oh, you're the assistant coach, when he was told to do something? What would happen to him? He'd be running some laps, wouldn't he?
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and it's funny because a lot of times, like the assistant coach or the position coach carries more weight in certain.
Well, not more weight than Andy Reid because he
not
carries a lot of weight.
Yeah.
He's big.
Wow.
But yeah. So what I will say here was the one thing that I was a teeny bit disappointed in.
Oh boy, here we go.
From everybody. Once again,
they didn't make fun of Italian people.
You guys,
were upset by that?
You guys know I'm the balance in this show. I'm the one that's closest to middle.
You are.
I was a little disappointed that they kept using the word Democrats. They kept addressing Democrats. Meaning, obviously, yes, they're at the DNC. But I feel like they have all of these middle-of-the-road Republicans. They have all these independents on the ropes. And they kept saying, man, it's a great day to be a Democrat. Thank you, Democrat. It's like, fucking say Americans. You got them on the ropes.
Yeah.
Stop addressing Democrats
I completely understand
directly.
because it isn't what it used to. I say what it used to be 50 years before, maybe even before that, where they actually did things at conventions. Now it's an infomercial that they don't play on regular network anymore, but they play on enough on the cable, which is good. It's an infomercial. So go ahead and lean into it.
Yeah.
More people are watching you than being in the play. So it's great to be American. It's great. You know,
that's a
sell
great
it.
point.
Bill Clinton, he was the one that said it first when I was like, oh man, he could have worded that. And then after I heard him say it, I was hypersensitive to others following him. But he was
Yeah.
like, man, it's a great day to be a Democrat. No, it's a great day to be an American. Anyway, that was my one gripe about the whole
Yeah.
thing.
What do you think about the people who are like, well, conventions are just, yeah, they're infomercials, and it's worth 8 days every 4 years of an infomercial for someone who's going to be the president. Yeah, I'm perfectly fine with,
Absolutely. Yeah.
Well, did we see what the post convention bump was for her?
I haven't seen the numbers yet, but they say that her ratings were up. A heck of a lot more than when Trump spoke. And then I saw another guy on the social media saying that the whole week MSNBC beat Fox,
Yeah, I saw that.
and that hasn't happened maybe ever.
Oh wow. Okay.
So I think that shows interest. That shows the excitement. And part of the thing about it's great to be a Democrat, Americans. I don't know how many people you're persuading anyway. So maybe it's not that big a deal. He didn't say Americans because what they need to do is Democrats to go vote as opposed to where we were before. I don't know. Does
Yeah.
Joe need to do it again? Maybe I'll sit this one out.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I'm with you.
I thought Joe Biden did great.
Yep.
Oh, I want to go back to Tim Walz. Have you seen the heat and the bad stuff of people making fun of Walz's son?
Yes, that
God.
pissed me off.
To me, it is a real example of how toxic. I hate to use that word because it's overused, but it just
Asshole.
these guys
That's
nowadays
not a bad word.
they think when they say, "Oh, he's crying, what a wimp." I want to call them younger people, but maybe that's not fair. They have no sense or clue what being a man is really about.
Right.
They think it's about being a tough guy and everything, and a real man knows that's just not the case.
Yeah.
You're gonna cry when you're upset. You give yourself permission to cry. Okay.
Okay.
If you want, or you don't have to. But if someone does, you respect their thing and you stand up and you support people.
Yeah.
It's pathetic.
It's coming from people who are in the party that claims to be the party of family values.
Yeah.
It's sickening.
It really is
just sickening. Yeah.
And then I heard some of the defense was, this kid, Walz's son, Gus, cool name, is neurodivergent.
Yeah.
I'm like, so what? It doesn't really make a difference.
Yeah.
I'd be up there weeping for my dad too.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Everybody should. It's just an emotional time. Of
Yeah.
course, you're going to care about your dad.
I thought it was so endearing.
Yes.
Just, man, that's my dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you be touched if your sons did that for you?
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I got teared up seeing him doing it.
Yeah.
So
I don't have sons.
So the neurodivergent, like that coming up, was that someone trying to defend his actions?
Well, the reason he did that is he's neurodivergent, and neurodivergent folks, they have ADHD or even, I guess, autism is part of that as well.
Yeah.
They have trouble regulating their emotions. Okay. Doesn't everyone have trouble regulating their emotions during an emotional time?
And that's why I'm questioning it. Like, why even use that as like trying to defend him? Like, that doesn't matter. He's supporting his dad.
I think what they were trying to do is say that the people who were criticizing him were making fun of someone with a disability to make them look even worse. And to me, it's like it don't make a difference, really.
Right? Yeah.
You know. Now, I'm seeing through my left eye here that the texture has something good to say, so I'm excited. And we're in the middle of the news quiz, by the way. Fox was bragging about how they were going to show the Dem convention. When the convention was showing video of January 6th insurrection, Fox had it on the screen in a tiny corner with no sound and was playing a commercial. They're such scumbags.
I know. Yeah, awful.
I'm not quite sure why no one's calling them out very much. The speakers last night at this dinner were talking about how we got to reach out to people in the rural areas of Missouri. We got to reach out to people who don't agree with us. I don't know why you would say, well, there's a lot of people who don't agree with this because they're watching crap.
Yeah.
I went to an elderly neighbor's house yesterday.
Yeah.
Saturday, 11 o'clock in the morning.
Were they watching
I
Fox
go in
News?
and they're watching Fox News, and I go, you guys can't give it a rest for a Saturday? I mean, can you please just give it a rest? Isn't Saturday the day of rest, I believe? I think.
From Fox News.
Yeah.
See, but you're saying
And
why...
then the neighbor told me last week, oh, I don't like her. She's stupid.
Who's stupid?
Kamala
Harris?
This lady said that Kamala Harris is stupid.
See-
I go, I know it's weird for me to tell a woman this, but you know that's a sexist thing to say. That's just a straight out, women aren't capable.
Mm-hmm.
And you can say maybe you don't like her or you don't want to vote for her. She's not stupid.
No. It sounds like your neighbor's just parroting what the Trumpers are saying.
Exactly.
And that's exactly what I was about to say.
Right.
You-
If
you
you're watching
mentioned,
Fox News at 10 in the morning or 11 in the morning.
Right, like why aren't we calling out Fox News? I don't think you can. I don't think it matters. Just like Trumpers, it doesn't matter. Anybody who's that dedicated to Fox News, I don't think it matters.
Yeah, but see, when I see Mayor Pete, I know he's a Secretary Pete, but I like to call him Mayor Pete.
Yeah.
He had a
call
great...
him Mayo Pete.
Nice. Nice. That's for short, and all the kids love it.
Yeah.
He spoke, and did a great job, but he was on Fox News.
Yeah.
And he was talking about crime numbers. And the guy goes, well, I don't talk about the increase in crime. And he looks at the camera and goes, the people who watch this channel probably don't know this. That the crime has gone down.
I saw that.
Wasn't that awesome?
Yes. That was awesome.
But here's the thing: the people watching that are going to look at him and say, "Oh, fake news. He's
Yeah,
lying."
he's
They're not going to
lying.
believe him.
He's lying.
It doesn't matter.
Well, how do we? But how do we get back to? Just they're never going to believe anything.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. Well,
and again, me being in the center, I feel like probably CNN. There's a good percentage of those folks that are never going to believe anything other than what CNN is spewing.
Did you see Pete's speech?
Yeah.
When he started, he goes, "You may know me from Fox."
From
News."
Fox News.
Yeah, that
Believe
was
this or not.
I never thought I'd say this sentence. Yeah, I think the problem is people are emotionally attached to one side or the other. So if you're trying to reach out with facts don't unwind emotion.
We got to get over it somehow. And
I don't know how. I agree. We got to get past it.
If people listen to this show,
Yes.
If only.
when they,
Yes. Yeah. So I said I was excited to hear Bill Clinton because he explains things really well. Mm-hmm. Then I heard that Barack Obama has called him the explainer in chief.
Oh.
Which I never heard him call that. Mm-hmm. That's got to go to Pete now, though.
Yeah. Pete's
Isn't he
so
good?
good.
Pete, he is Ivy League educated military guy, gay marriage guy, adopts some kids, and he tells a story about how relatable he's trying to get his kids to eat macaroni and cheese and stuff. It's like,
Yes. Yeah.
yes, let's all relate together. Let's talk about the things that we have in common.
Yeah. He's really good at it. I hope he runs for president someday.
I mean, I like macaroni and cheese. So,
I know you do. We all know you do.
okay, let's go to the next question, guys.
Okay.
Ukrainian forces say they have taken control of 92 settlements and more than 400 square miles of which region in Russia?
Ooh. I don't know which region.
Guess one, Chris. Come on.
Go upper left.
This one?
Nope. Next to it.
How would you say that?
I don't know. It's wow.
The answer is Kirk's
Cobain?
Oblast.
Huh. Well, darn it.
Okay, we wish him well. Final question. 36 flights were canceled and 201 were delayed at Japan's new airport on the weekend after which item went missing from a store near the boarding gates? Ooh.
Oh, what are our
The
options
choices
there?
are diamond ring, cigar cutter, pair of scissors, corkscrew.
Ooh.
See, I want to say diamond ring because it's valuable, but then maybe they were just like worried that someone had a pair of scissors.
Yeah, or a corkscrew.
Damn.
I don't know.
Good news is we got 3 right already. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. If we even get it wrong, let's go with diamond ring. Let's make it more fun.
I feel like diamond ring is.
They're trying to trick us. You
Yeah,
think?
I feel like they threw that in there.
It's too obvious. Okay.
They don't give a shit about somebody's diamond
Let's
ring.
go.
Like, you're
We got
dumb.
1
You lost
second.
your ring.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Scissors.
Pair of scissors. Yeah. Okay. That's we did it, folks. I clicked the thing
Just in time.
Just in
too.
time.
Scissors were finally found at the same store the following day. Oh my God.
Okay, so it must have been like scissors they had behind the
Yeah.
register. Yeah, I'm like, they wouldn't sell scissors in a store at the airport.
Do you remember when Larry David's trying to get a gift for someone and he has to wrap it, and he's at the store, goes, "Do you have a scissor? I need a scissor."
I do remember that. Yes. Not a pair of scissors, a scissor. Like, I need to buy a pant.
Okay, that's what they call the news quiz, everybody, and
They sure do.
I just lost the sound. Oh boy, let's go. Before we take a break,
Yeah.
see what the texture has to say.
Oh boy.
Pete ran for president last time.
Well, I guess what I'm saying is I hope he is president someday.
I hope he's just very visible in the next Harris
Do
administration.
you think he'll be part? I was gonna say, you think he'll be part of the cabinet?
I would make him like the chief of staff, which would be more.
I think that would be very, very smart.
which would be the second most important person in government, really.
Yeah.
And then there's all kinds of people, and then like 130th is the vice president. You want to go ahead and read that, Chris?
He says, "Oh boy, I'm excited for the Bronco Blue commercial. Freedom!"
Jesus.
He has the freedom to choose his size of salad dressing.
I would say this, Texter, it's delicious, and you should try it. Okay? But we'll be back with more Past Week Next Week with Chris and Paul, starring Boogie, and introducing Bronco Blue Cheese.
Looking at the past 7 days so you don't have to. You could join in on the experiment by calling or texting us at 913-735-0060.
We've been told that perfect mornings exist for the lucky few. That morning people own the waking hours. But the truth is, mornings belong to all of us. Your mornings are what you make of them. All it takes is saying yes. Starbucks Morning Yes.
Look for Starbucks coffee in a grocery store near you, then sit back and enjoy the exceptional taste of Starbucks at home.
Hi, this is Chickless Goose from Counterclockwise KC. Listen to our program each and every Saturday and Sunday at 7 p.m. right here on KCTK Radio. Personality driven radio.
Hi guys, it's your old friend Paul from KCTK Radio, reminding you again to download the KCTK Radio app. You're listening and you're going, I don't need the app, but you do need the app. Here's why. It's free, okay? You already got Candy Crush, all kinds of jackleg apps on your phone.
It's free.
Yeah, just get it for free. And then if you ever want to participate live sometime, you can put the notification on there. Also, you always can get the podcast on there as soon as they come out. So it's a fun thing to do. I'm asking you, I'm pleading with you, please. You're going to have fun. I've noticed something about you. You need to relax a little bit. You know, you need to kind of chill out.
Get away from TikTok.
Yeah, get away from TikTok for a little bit and listen to the KCTK Radio app. It's free. It will get into your brain and it will never leave you. So join us on the KCTK Radio app and have fun for once in your life. Do it the KCTK podcast way.
I'm excited to tell you about Bronco Blue Cheese Dressing. Blue cheese dressing with a little kick. Bronco Blue is an artisan-made salad dressing dip created in small batches. It is like no other salad dressing you've ever had, and it's made right here in Kansas City. Bronco Blue Cheese Dressing is made by our favorite chef here in Kansas City, Stephanie Broncato. And Stephanie's been making this dressing since she was 10 years old. This is her secret recipe, and one of the only ones she won't share with you because it's that good. Bronco Blue is a small batch, artisan-made blue cheese dressing with only the finest ingredients, with no preservatives. It is like no other blue cheese dressing you've ever had. And you, folks, should try a jar today. You won't regret it. And you can get it by the pint or half pint, your choice. Bronco Blue Cheese Dressing, the official dressing of KCTK Radio. Now, I want you to go right now to www.broncobluecheesedressing.com. Again, it's www.broncobluecheesedressing.com to place your order today. Get Bronco Blue Cheese Dressing with a little kick, and tell them that Bo, the official Bronco of Bronco Blue Cheese Dressing, sent you.
Welcome back to Past Week, Next Week with Chris and Paul, starring Boogie, introducing the texture. We do a little bit different this week. A little longer first segment. Because we had so many, just had to tie everything together. You know what I mean? The convention.
Yeah, I think it was a good flow, though.
The John.
The John.
You have to have everything together.
Yeah.
But
speaking of the John, where's Boogie?
I don't know what happened to him. He came down, he left, and his loss. He's going to miss some show business. Here you go, Chris.
Okay, thanks.
You can read part of it.
Sure.
We call it show business. We call it pop culture. Because the real reason for this segment, everybody, is that we don't want people to think this is just such a hard news show.
Right.
You know, we want to have a little
some levity. Yeah.
And this is how we do it. Chris?
Hey, thank you. Adam Sandler is putting stud Travis Kelce in the Happy Gilmore sequel. Adam Sandler is a fan of Travis Kelce.
And Chris writes all the headlines.
I don't know who. I actually didn't write that, but, hats off to whoever did. The world learned the degree of Sandler's affection for the Kansas City Chief tight end during a recent appearance on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon, where the actor and comedian revealed that Kelce will be in the sequel for his hit Happy Gilmore movie. Fallon had asked if Sandler, who is starring in and co-writing the sequel, had heard that the professional football player and Taylor Swift's boyfriend was interested in being in the film. I did not see that interview. Did either of you guys see it?
No.
I kind of want to watch it now and just see what he said.
Now, will you watch this movie?
I will.
Yeah, you're going to watch it anyway, right?
Yeah. Yeah, whether Travis Kelce was in it or not, I'd watch it.
What if Travis Kelce is not a stud in it, though?
Well, it says here that he is, so yeah.
Okay.
But you know what? I'd even watch it if Rob Gronkowski was in it.
Wow.
Yeah, it could be
What about
George Kittle.
Rob Snyder?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Rob Snyder's been a little out there lately.
He has been a little.
Hey, speaking of sequel, well, I don't know.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I don't know. I didn't see the headlines. I may be part of that. Did you guys see that, speaking of sequels, that Whistle Dick from Missouri announced that Ted Lasso's coming back?
Oh, yeah. 4th season.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's from Kansas.
Sorry, Kansas.
My wife told me that this morning, and I told her, no, that's not true. But
he actually
it is
announced
true.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ted Lasso.
Let's go to the expert on this, and his name's the Texter.
Oh, good.
The Texter, I'll be honest with you, the first couple seasons of Ted Lasso, I would watch it, and as I watched it, I would give hints of what was going on in the show. I wouldn't say what was going on, but a lot of fun little hints, little Easter eggs, and then the Texter would watch it and enjoy finding out later.
Yeah.
So we have a bond of Ted Lasso, and so he'll know. He'll tell us the truth. He'll never just put some random facts up about ranch dressing. So we'll see. Maybe.
Gosh, what did he write here?
I don't know. We're deep into the showbiz news. So.
Oh, yeah. We'll have to check that out later, I guess.
Hey, this is kind of sad, guys. And I don't mean to bring you down, but it's part of the showbiz news. Marlo Thomas pays tribute to husband Phil Donahue. Following news of Phil Donahue's death, his wife Marlo Thomas is sharing some of her memories of him. Thomas shared a photo on social media. By the way, we get the news from CNN.
Okay.
Okay. What I would love to see the Democratic National Convention is have someone go off on the media and how much they suck.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Because I pull it from CNN, who supposedly is the middle ground of things.
Sure.
But the problem with the media is not like Fox News is biased towards rich people. It's just they suck and they're lazy and they're clickbait motherfuckers.
Yeah. Okay.
So here's a story.
Tell us how you really feel.
Here's a guy that died and they're looking on social media and then making a report about it.
It's so lazy.
Okay? Thomas shared a photo on social media of the two of them sitting on a scooter, writing, "This is one of my favorite photos of Phil and me taken on vacation. I'm sure by now you've heard the very sad news that I lost my sweetheart last night. So I know you understand that I'll be stepping away from the page for a while to take care of myself and the many people who took care of Phil and held him close to their hearts," Thomas wrote. That girl, she's very sad. Very sad.
Well done.
So
well done.
They showed a clip on the somewhere of when she was on his show and they met.
They met on his show?
And he was like interviewing her and flirting with her. And like they
Now,
liked each other.
Who is the wife?
Marlo Thomas, that girl.
Do we know her? Is she a?
Yeah.
She was an actress.
Okay.
Or I guess is an actress.
For your generation, there was a TV show called Friends. Do you remember that show?
Oh, yeah.
She played Rachel's mother.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, well. And she also was that girl in the show, That Girl.
Oh, you kept saying that. I thought.
Yeah.
You thought
Yeah,
I
I didn't even know there was a show called That
Did
Girl.
you think I was having a stroke?
Yeah, a little bit.
No more than normal.
Okay, back to you, Chris.
Oh, thanks, Paul. Here's what Mindy Kaling said about Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez's divorce at the DNC. My gosh. This is their
culture.
story.
This is the point of the fact. This is our culture, everybody.
Oh, my gosh.
That's read the headline again.
Here's what Mindy Kaling said about Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez's divorce at the DNC.
Jeez.
Pathetic. Oh, my God. Anyway, but it did pull me in because I'm curious.
Okay.
Mindy Kaling has a message of support for Ben Affleck amid his split with Jennifer Lopez. Kaling was Wednesday's host for the 2024 Democratic National Convention in Chicago, and during her speech, the Office star mentioned Affleck while showing some love for their home state of Massachusetts. "I couldn't leave here without giving a shout out to the amazing delegation from my home state, Massachusetts," Kaling energetically said while standing at the podium. "I love you, Massachusetts."
Is that it?
That's it.
What does that have to
What
do
does
with
that have to do with Ben Affleck?
Jeez.
Maybe the guy that put it on a piece of paper didn't write it all in.
Oh, maybe that's what happened. I don't know. Yeah.
So Jennifer Lopez is getting divorced again.
Yeah. How about
Are
that?
you upset by that or?
I mean, she's pretty good at it by now.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's done it enough.
I'm kind of done with her. Have I mentioned that?
No, I didn't know you were.
I saw a report that at some concert she had recently, she lowered the ticket amount or the ticket prices, and then like she still didn't fill up the stadium or something, or the arena or whatever.
Well, she canceled her tour. I know that because they weren't selling tickets. So yeah.
And she's very mean to people.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah.
I don't know though.
So anyway, there you go. Thanks, Chris.
My pleasure. Back to you, Paul.
Kenan Thompson skewers Project 2025. Saturday Night Live star Kenan Thompson made fun of the conservative Project 2025 and talked to Americans that could be affected by the proposal while on stage at the Democratic National Convention, where Mindy Kaling said something about Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez.
Except not really.
Wednesday night. Thomas walked down the stage carrying a large prop book that appeared to be the Project 2025, a 920-page document. You've never seen a document that could kill a small animal and democracy at the same time. Everyone laughed. Here it is. Thomas said to laughter from the audience. He also likened the document to the terms and conditions of a second Trump presidency.
Scary.
Yeah. He is really interesting and very... I think there's nothing that guy can't do.
I know.
You know, he's versatile and very funny, and
nobody mugs straight at the camera better than him on SNL.
He can just be
has
funny
that
by
down.
a look.
Yes.
You know?
Have you seen his Olympics review with Kevin Hart?
I think
it's on Peacock.
Pretty funny.
Yeah, I watched a little of it. Yeah, it was all right.
Okay.
They're kind of free. It's funny to me because I just love freestyle comedy.
Mm-hmm.
And so they just kind of freestyle.
That's why you love this show so much.
Yeah. Because it's freestyle, maybe not comedy.
Yeah, I like
But
the
there is
freestyle part.
Yeah, okay.
Definitely freestyle.
Okay.
Okay, the texter says if Broncados ever listened to the show, they would love the attention. Yeah, they would.
Yeah.
Because it's delicious.
Yeah, and you have the freedom to choose your size.
You know, here's a perfect meal. Okay?
Okay.
Fried chicken made by Marge. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a nice carrot cake for dessert.
Oh, yeah.
But what do you want for your first serving?
Course.
A salad
Mm-hmm.
with some blue cheese.
Yes,
Blue cheese.
Bronco blue cheese dressing.
Yeah.
Oh, it's got a little kick, and that's what I like.
Yeah. What do you when you choose it? What do you choose?
I choose the largest size possible
Me
because
too.
it's just that good.
Yeah, me too.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't have to do that, everyone. It's your choice.
Yeah, you have the freedom.
And that's the point of this program. Mind your own business. We're here for freedom. That's what I learned about blue cheese dressing and the DNC.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, he's got something really important to say to the texter. Dear, let's pretend to have a podcast. One of the biggest concerns for Kansas City Chiefs fans this season is likely the performance and health of key players.
Mm-hmm.
Injuries to star players like Patrick Mahomes or Travis Kelce could significantly impact the team's success.
Man, he's spitting truth.
Additionally, the effectiveness of the defense and how well the team can adapt to the change of the roster or coaching staff are also important factors.
Preach.
Fans will be watching closely to see how the elements play out over the course of the season. That is true.
Yeah.
Okay. The most popular salad dressing in the U.S. or United States is ranch dressing. It's my favorite for its creamy texture, tangy flavor, making it with a versatile choice of a variety of salads and other dishes. If you like that, you'll love this blue cheese. It's creamier than most blue cheese as well.
It's got a little kick.
Yeah, it's got a little kick.
Yeah.
Or as he calls it, tang.
Ew.
The 2018, oh Jesus. Okay, so he talks about, he goes back in time 6 years, and we'll skip that one. An interesting tidbit about George Clooney is that before he became a famous actor, he tried out for the Cincinnati Reds baseball team in 1977.
That is an interesting tidbit.
Okay, so I guess we're up to date with Ted Lasso now.
Yeah. Jeez.
Now, did you watch Ted Lasso?
I did.
Did you enjoy it?
I loved it.
So I loved it because you like shows that have a interesting twist. Something happens.
Mm-hmm.
This didn't have a twist, which was the twist. He really was that guy the whole time.
Yeah, the whole time. Yeah.
You thought something like, even when he had his anxiety attack, something's going to happen where he's really just kind of an asshole and nope. He just was Ted Lasso
Just
the whole
that
time.
guy. You know what I appreciated about it, which, man, I thought I saw it coming a mile away, was that he and the owner were going to end up having a relationship.
Uh-huh.
But they were just good friends through the whole damn thing.
Yeah.
They never...
You kind of projecting a little bit.
I think you might be, Boogie.
Because
Just a little bit.
Because you wouldn't have relations with either one of them.
I got the hots for her.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if Sudeikis is a gay camp, maybe you
Yeah.
Now, the texter tells us there's going to be a season 4 of Ted. There's only been one season of Ted, so that means they're going to have to make 3 other seasons, which I love that show, too. It's about the teddy bear.
It's a movie. Yeah.
They made a movie, but then they made a TV series.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Huh. Is it good?
Oh, there he goes.
Ted
Now he
Lasso.
just clarified. He
Yeah.
said
Okay.
Lasso. There he goes.
Okay. I was hoping the teddy bear.
Is that series good?
It's hilarious.
It is fun. Somehow I fell off and forgot to finish it.
Oh.
Really?
Man, it's hilarious.
Okay, I got to watch that.
Texter, I know that we can't see you. We don't know where you are. But are you excited about Ted Lasso season? We'll wait.
Wow, live, real-time interaction with the texter is something new.
It's crazy.
This show just keeps evolving and getting better.
Yes, sirs is his answer.
Yeah,
Everybody.
I'll be darned.
Yes, sirs. Well, we got you ready we got you last week. We went into the in depth of everything, and we're gonna get you updated for next week.
Somebody's back home from book club, I think.
With headlines and predictions.
Yeah, this once again, guys, this is where we take actual, real news stories, and Paul and I write our own funny headlines or our own funny punchlines to the headlines. So I'll kick it off, and you'll see how it works.
Okay.
Vice President Kamala Harris made history when she accepted her party's presidential nomination on the fourth and final night of the Democratic National Convention. Harris's ascension makes her the first black woman and first Asian American to lead a major party ticket. In her keynote address, Harris evoked her experience as the eldest daughter of immigrants and vowed to be president for all Americans, while describing the November election as the most important in the life of our nation. Additionally, she promised a tax cut for the middle class, stronger border security, and to never order donuts as awkwardly as J.D. Vance. Did you see that, guys?
Yes.
Oh, my gosh.
Let's talk about that after.
Okay. Paul?
Thanks. The Supreme Court blocked parts of the Arizona law that would enforce some proof of citizenship requirements for the November election. However, voters who cannot document their citizen status will still be allowed to register using a federal form. The Republican National Committee and GOP lawmakers have asked the High Court to step in to clash over the election rules in the state in a case that elevated non-citizen voting, an issue Republicans have tried to put front and center in this year's campaign. They also don't want any non-white male people to vote either. Chris?
Thanks, Paul. The FDA signed off on updated COVID-19 vaccines as health officials warn of another summer wave of infections. Moderna and Pfizer said the updated mRNA shots will be available in pharmacies and clinics in the days ahead. Given waning immunity of the population from previous exposure to the virus and from prior vaccination, we strongly encourage those who are eligible to consider receiving an updated COVID-19 vaccine to provide better protection against currently circulating variants, said Dr. Peter Marks, which interestingly enough is what I leave inside my underwear. Paul?
Jeez.
Peter Marks.
A suspect arrested in Guatemala has been charged with helping to coordinate the 2022 smuggling attempt that ended in the deaths of 53 migrants in Texas. The Justice Department said it will seek the extradition of Roberto Mamero Azergo.
Rosanna, Dana.
Sad story about these people that died, Chris. Okay.
Sorry.
Authorities say that the smugglers were aware that the trailer's air conditioning unit was malfunctioning and they would not blow cool air in the migrants trapped inside during the sweltering 3-hour ride from the border of Laredo to San Antonio. Republicans are very upset that these dead migrants got a free burial. Chris?
Thank you, Paul. Australian Olympian and now cult figure Rachel Raygun Gunn, who went viral thanks to her almost non-existent breaking skills at the Paris Games, may have danced her way to millionaire status, experts say. Gunn's unexpected rise to fame came when, despite not securing a single vote from the judges across breakdancing battles, her participation sparked controversy and admiration, cementing her status as an Aussie cult icon. And if bad dancing can actually make you rich, maybe Donnie Double-Stroke Trump actually is a billionaire. Paul?
Thanks, Chris. And finally, on Saturday, a man attempted a new world record for competing in marathon in stiletto heels. Curtis Hargrove, who was a seasoned marathon runner, took on the race wearing red high heels to raise money and awareness for those experiencing domestic abuse. To beat the previous record, Hargrove had to finish the race in less than 5 hours, 13 minutes, and 27 seconds. He said that he'd have to keep up a nice steady jog to clinch the record. That's nothing. Try wearing them for your entire professional life while being chased by men, said every woman ever.
Oh. Well done. That was a joke with a point.
Yes.
It's good.
Yes.
Yes.
Thanks. So that's the news. Okay, so I guess we got some cleanup from the last week. We got to dive into.
Oh, okay.
Tell us about the donut fiasco.
Yeah.
Which pisses me off because you know how much I love donuts.
And here JD Vance is shitting all over donuts too.
The guy goes into a donut shop for a photo op, a video op of him, interacting with regular people. First of all, he's just awkward. Like, he doesn't even know how to order donuts. He walks in with no idea of how many he's going to order, so he's looking for help. Like, how many do you think we need? But the woman behind the counter, God bless her, wanted nothing to do with him at all. And then after they start, she's like, I don't want to be on camera. And he's like, guys, she doesn't want to be on camera, so can we keep her off camera? And the whole thing was just a calamitous.
And he goes, oh, by the way, I'm JD Vance. I'm running for vice president. She goes, uh-huh.
Yes.
Great.
Yeah, all right.
I think it shows the narcissistic ways of Trump and probably Vance too. They have to be surrounded by other MAGA.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he thinks they're going to walk in there, and he's used to this, and they're going to be so excited to see him. And she's like, I'm just working at a donut shop.
And I read a tweet from, I don't know who, somebody in entertainment. He says, look, I do not support Trump or Vance at all, but this falls squarely on his advanced crew. They should have made sure it was people that wanted to talk to him, people that wanted to be on camera. That all should have been done beforehand. So to me, that really shows just the lack of planning and preparation in that campaign.
Who is it? Maybe it's Keith Olbermann that refers to him as JV Vance.
Oh,
like he's on the JV squad. He's
Oh,
not
I
ready.
like
that's
that.
cute.
Yeah.
But that
is
shows.
cute.
I mean, even Trump, the lifelong salesman, he would have turned that around. You know, I mean, it just shows he's just a stalking horse of nothing.
Yes.
which is perfect to be the vice president for Trump, who doesn't want any opinions.
Yeah.
Okay, now back to the first story of our to get you prepared for next week. That was from last week.
Yeah.
Is about Kamala Harris's speech.
Yes.
We didn't even talk about that. What do you guys think?
I
How do
thought
you
she
think
did a
she
great
did?
job.
Okay.
Yeah. And I love to
mean,
Boogie's earlier point.
I mean, Boogie. I mean, don't jump in there too quickly.
Yeah, no, I thought she did too. I thought she did it in.
And the whole I'm going to be president for all Americans.
Yeah.
That, that resonated. I hope it did for me, but.
I think also it's no secret that I was not head over heels when they first announced that it was going to be her.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's known that I was not happy about Joe Biden.
Mm-hmm. I think it's out there.
Yeah, I think it's out there. And so I have to say that I was truly fired up after her speech. I was progressively getting more and more excited after I saw the excitement from everybody for her. But yeah, after her speech, I was really impressed.
So I have, I had a reaction more. It says more about me than anything else.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's too young to be president.
Well,
oh, that's right, Paul. You're used to older people than you.
Yes.
Being president.
Yeah.
Even when Hillary Clinton was running, I didn't care if she's a woman. She's like my mom.
Mm-hmm.
Kamala's a peer.
Right. Yeah, she's right in our same age bracket.
Yes. And I don't know. I speak on behalf of my generation. I'm not sure about this, everybody. So, but she pulled it off.
Yeah.
And it just, I got to get used to a different view of president.
Yeah.
Maybe I was just too much in love with Joe, I guess.
Wouldn't it be crazy when we have a president that's younger than us?
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
I remember, not to get into it, he was a lifelong Democrat, but my dad referred to Clinton when he was running as a punk.
That little punk's going to be...
That's funny.
You guys know why I'm playing this song?
No.
Well, because it sounds like you're saying Kamala.
Uh-huh.
Is that why?
Oh.
Ready?
Kamala.
Oh, Kamala.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I also don't remember
Now,
anyone
see,
running.
you should be back there producing shit for the DNC.
No, someone on social media told me that.
Oh.
That's why I-
Okay.
Okay.
You're not that smart.
Yeah, never mind.
Yeah, I'm dumb. Also, I think she would be a fun person to hang out with too. I've
It
never really
appears
got
like
that
it.
off.
Yeah, I feel like she can get loose a little bit if
Yeah.
she ever wanted to.
Yeah.
Did you see that clip where she's talking about if somebody closes a door in your face, you kick that fucking door open?
Yeah.
Is that what she said?
She actually said that. I'm like, okay.
All right.
Respect just went up a little bit. Yeah.
I'm trying to think of another presidential candidate I thought I would have fun with.
Clinton?
Yeah.
Maybe a little
Not
too much.
well, much
okay,
fun.
yeah.
Maybe too much fun.
Yeah. He went too far.
Okay.
Then
you're
I thought
probably
maybe
right.
George W. Bush, but then I heard he stopped doing the drugs and the.
Speaking of George W., I really wanted the special guest, the surprise guest, to be him.
Oh, yeah.
God, that
Yeah.
would have been cool as shit.
Wouldn't that have been awesome?
Oh,
It would be great if he at some point along here endorses Kamala.
yeah, it would be.
Would it make a difference? Because also the one thing we didn't talk about for the last week was RFK.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they're already saying it doesn't make a difference, right?
Yeah. Nate Silver, I guess, came out and said, yeah, they've seen no bump from that at all.
For Trump?
Yeah.
And then there's people who go, "Oh wow, look, it's so bipartisan."
Here's the latest weather report.
RFK was not. He was not really part of the party.
No.
And what's so weird about RFK is, what's so shameful about RFK Jr. Where he was a true hero. He was an environmental lawyer.
Yeah.
And really fought on before we all cared about climate change and our environment. He was out there really fighting the good fight.
Yeah.
Now he just supported a guy who told the oil industry that he would, if they gave him $1 billion, he would get rid of all regulation. To them.
Yeah.
I'm saying there are people who go, well, maybe they want that. They don't want the regulations. But this is a guy who was completely against it more than anyone else you've ever known.
Yeah. It just makes you wonder, is there any integrity in him?
So it's sad.
Yeah.
So guys, you have a next week coming up. What do you got? What do you got for next week?
Well, got a fun Sunday evening coming up here. Going to meet some friends for dinner, have a little Mexican food,
Sounds nice.
and talk, about some upcoming event. So
cool.
Yeah, I'm excited about that.
See, I gotta go to dinner with these jackasses.
Yeah.
Pardon.
It's funny. I'm going to dinner too.
You are?
Yeah, with a couple of guys. I don't know if I call them friends.
Well, okay.
Yeah, and it's funny. We're having Mexican too.
No way.
Yep, jalapenos.
I think it's habaneros.
You can't
Jalapeno
say that.
Joes.
You can't say that because there's a real place called that.
Oh,
That I'm looking up the address for. It really was.
It's habaneros, right?
sure.
Let's take a look.
I think that's it.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Okay.
So that should be a lot of
So yeah, that'll be a lot of fun. Last week I had all these going to dinner and happy hours and board meetings I didn't attend. I got nothing that I know of this week. Cool. And maybe that's good. Maybe I need that.
Yeah.
After Tom Stock and my goodness gracious.
No,
So-
this is the last grasp week of summer.
Oh, you know what though?
Yeah.
I'm going to be gone. So next Sunday, I'm going down to visit Abby in St.
Yeah.
Louis. So I will not be here next Sunday.
Yeah, I thought we would not do a show next because to honor the labor of America.
Okay.
'Cause it's
Yeah.
Labor Day,
great.
yeah.
Yeah. So that's going to be exciting. Since I moved Abby down there in December, I've not been back. So we're going to go.
It's pretty.
I know.
Horrible father.
I know. I miss her.
I
So
feel like I'm a bad friend, but since I'm friends with a guy who's such a terrible father.
Yes.
so Jane, my mom, Molly, and I are all going to go Sunday and Monday down to St. Louis and hang out with Abby.
That's cool.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Boogie, what you got?
Oh man, for myself, I got nothing.
Okay.
I'm gonna take a couple days off work at the beginning here,
Oh, really?
and then it's just work. I really got nothing. Joseph has a big jamboree on Friday night, so that'll be cool.
What's a jamboree?
It's called Hoedown, I think.
Nope, it's not that. So a jamboree is where they get like. There's always at least 4 schools, but typically it's between like 4 to 8 schools will get together. It's like a glorified scrimmage.
Oh,
and so
okay.
you'll run your defense against their offense for like 8 plays in a row, and then you swap, and then another school comes in, and so
Yeah.
so that'll be fun. That's Friday night. Oh, yeah, so that's Friday night, but then Saturday night we are going to.
We'll be feeling all right.
We'll be feeling all right. We're going to Pitt State's home opener.
Oh, that'll be
Okay.
fun.
Yeah. So
Who's looking at Pitt State?
Joseph.
Okay.
So as part of the whole recruitment process or whatever,
Yeah.
they'll call you up for a game day. And
They've got a great Division II stadium.
yes,
Yeah.
it's amazing. Yeah. And so like the home opener is also against one of their big rivals, Ferris State, which I never heard of, but apparently they are pretty damn good.
Yeah, Ferris State
Ferris Bueller?
won a national championship
Yes.
either last year or the year
Yes,
before. Yeah.
right.
Yeah, they're Michigan, I think, is where they're from.
Yeah, and Pitt State's breaking out their brand new uniforms, and
Okay.
the coach is just like,
Gora-
if there's a
Gora-
game to go to, this is it.
It's Gorilla Red. I mean, what color is it? They're the Gorillas, aren't they?
Yeah.
Gorillas?
Gorillas.
The McGillas. The McGilla Gorillas.
Yeah.
Gorillas. I haven't seen it.
The
So-
Fighting Gorillas.
I don't know.
Yeah, their colors are like red
And yellow. Red and gold.
Fun fact, they are the only school that has a gorilla for a mascot.
Huh.
Yeah.
Really? Mm-hmm. That is a fun fact.
Go Gorillas.
Gorillas.
Tip of the hat.
That's what
Sounds
I say.
fun. I, the last week of summer, but big news, guys, and I know you're excited by this. You've heard ongoing, non-ending complaints and project planning of pool repair.
Right.
Oh.
It's happening tomorrow, everybody.
Oh, that's
Oh,
awesome.
boy.
So we're going to be ready for the KCTK radio pool.
That's big
And
news.
the fireworks go off for it. And are you guys? I mean, I don't know what you're going to do the whole wintertime waiting for the pool next season.
I know. I don't know.
I'll be taking
Can
a
you
lot of
wait?
baths.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that works. And then then something showed up on my calendar. I don't know if do you guys have to share your calendar with your spouses?
No.
I do, but I don't check it.
Okay. Yeah, I know you guys don't check emails.
No,
Stuff like
that's
that.
true.
Santa Caligan Days.
Oh, yeah, that's
Friday
right.
evening, along with Revelation, the Journey tribute band.
Oh, okay.
I think she thinks I'm going to go with her to that.
What is Santa Caligan Days?
Chris,
Oh.
you used to be on town council. You're in
Yeah.
charge of that still, aren't you?
Santa Caligan Days is the largest festival west of the Mississippi River. And
That
it's,
can't be true.
I know, it used to be true. It's probably not still true, but there was a time when it was true. It's big. Every Labor Day weekend, Independence has a huge festival, and they've got a giant carnival. Typically, someone gets shot there, and then they got a bunch of
Great.
all these community groups and churches have booths, all kinds of fair food
Whoa, look at
and
that
stuff,
food.
but it draws over 100,000 people every year.
Really?
Yeah.
Sounds like a place I'd really enjoy. Nope.
Yeah. Hey, if you've got social anxiety, Santa Caligan's where you want to be.
And so, and for me and Chris, who grew up in Independence, you can't walk 2 feet without seeing someone that you know.
Yeah.
And
that's why I don't care to
maybe
go.
30% of those people you want to see.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, if I run into you at Santa Clara, I do want to see you.
That's all full of shit. You're in that 30%. I promise.
I promise. You gotta get yourself a corn dog when you're up there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Pork chop on a stick.
And
ooh,
frozen lemonade that Chris
Arctic
used to have
frozen lemonade. Yeah, my church they had 2 booths every year because the frozen lemonade was so popular, and sometimes we'd make $25,000-$30,000 in the weekend for the church.
From lemonade?
From lemonade.
Frozen
yes.
lemonade. How dare you?
Yeah, soft frozen lemonade.
There'd be some good lemonade.
So
Chris
good.
Chris would spend hours up there on Labor Day.
Mm-hmm.
One time, his friend Paul said, "Well, I'll come up there with you." It was probably the hardest half hour ever.
I'm surprised he didn't play the hero song.
Oh yeah.
Damn it. and then when I used to be in politics, I would go up there at the Democratic booth and try to shake hands with people. People love when they're eating a corn dog and just seeing all the things. When a politician comes up and starts talking to them.
I bet.
I might as well ask them for donuts like J.D. Vance.
Yeah.
You know? So I stopped doing. And then when I was a state senator, they always asked me, "When are you coming up?" No, I'm not doing that.
Yeah. Yeah. I probably will not be going to Santa Calagon Days, is my guess.
Well, that's what I have on my calendar.
Okay.
Those 2 big things. Let's see what the texter has. He's got big things always. By the way, I enrolled in college as an Asian Pacific Islander. I just checked the box, not realizing that I actually was that it was important. I did, however, get invited to the Intercultural Club.
Nice.
Is that a true story, you think?
It sounds like a true texter story. Yeah. It's true.
I think we need to do something with this. Maybe it's up to us. You know, whenever there's a problem, you can't sit there and go, "I think someone should do something about this." You got to think of it yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Do something.
Yes. Okay. Thanks, Michelle. So, Kamala Harris is they say Asian, but she's Indian.
Well, India's in Asia.
But India, okay, and China, and Korea, and Indonesia, and it's too much. Can we divide it out? Because Europe is smaller than that area.
Oh,
they
way
have less
smaller.
people, but you
Yeah.
say, "Oh, they're European." Okay,
Mhm.
can't India and their area, can't they have their own? And I know it's Southeast Asia, but can't we come up with something, kind of the more China, just to the north? We'll call you Asia. You get to keep that.
You get to keep that.
Asia, Pakistani, Indonesia. I mean, what's the new name for them that we're coming up with right now? That area of the world.
I don't know if I'm comfortable with
yeah.
this.
It feels very colonizing that we're telling them what to
It kind of does. Yeah.
I guess that's my point. I feel like they were told, "Oh, well, there's Asia, but you're Southeast Asia."
Oh.
It's just too much.
Yeah.
More people live in India than any other country, and they don't even get their own area.
Well, they have India, their country.
Why can't they just be called Indian?
Okay.
Okay, that's the question. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, turn down for what?
Okay. These are the questions.
Yeah.
So everyone, let's just do a little homework. If everyone listening could come up with something that
that we are going to tell Indians that they should be called.
But no, it's what we're going to call them. We're not telling them they have to be called that.
Oh, it's just for us to identify them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because here's what's going to happen. Okay. There's going to be a someone of Chinese descent run for president, and they're going to go, "Oh, you're the second Asian person." Well, I mean, really? No, you're not. You're the first Asian. You're the first Indian. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
See what I'm getting at?
Kind of.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of people. They should have their own designation and their own. They get to high five people because this poor Chinese guy, Chinese descent, he's going to work his butt off, or guy or girl,
or she,
yeah. Or non-binary. Okay.
Yeah.
They're going to work their butt off and they become president. And we're just going, You're a second Asian.
Well, but
and no
it'll
one's
be,
going to care, and no one's going to high five them and stuff.
I think they'll still be like the first person of Chinese descent to run. They'll get that.
Okay, but is it?
I get what he's saying now, though, and it's like there's no way for me to explain that I understand what he's saying without being painfully racist. So I'm just going to say, Paul, I understand what I do understand what you're saying.
Look, there's America, there's North America, there's South America, and then there's Central America, which is not a very big area.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, see what I'm saying? Why don't we divide that out a little bit more?
I got you.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm still uncomfortable.
Yeah, I am as well. But just let the records show.
Okay, I'm of Sicilian descent.
Yes.
Is that African or is that European?
Now that
or Middle Eastern. We gotta get this all clarified. See what I'm saying?
we need to figure out how to divide people.
If I became president,
yeah.
If I became president,
oh man,
could I say I was the second or third? I guess we hope Kamala wins. The third of African descent and of European descent and of Middle Eastern descent. How many high fives do I get?
Yeah, see, I think you're going to be painted as just another white dude being president.
All right, fair enough.
He tried it.
Oh,
that's probably a listener. But guys, anything else?
No, it looks like the texter has
FCC.
He's going to Wayne today, and Ferris State nickname is the Wheels.
That's not true. They're the Bulldogs.
So let's just
Ferris Wheels.
All right, let's just stop the show. I've gone too far.
Yeah,
have a great Labor
we're
Day.
Done. We are done.
Chris, stop the show.
Oh, yeah. Why don't I do that? Hey, everybody. Thank you for listening to Past Week, Next Week with Chris and Paul, starring Boogie and introducing the Texter. Since you love this program, please rate and review the podcast on your favorite podcast distributor. We'd love to hear from you, and you can contact us at 913-735-0060. Also, join the Past Week, Next Week Facebook page. On behalf of Paul, I'm Chris saying goodbye.
And on behalf of Chris, we leave you. Hope you have a good Labor Day with Missouri's new song, evidently.
I guess, yeah.
Good Luck Babe with Chappell Roan.
She's really taken off, you know? Molly listens to her, and then all of a sudden, Jane's playing her all the time in the car.
Same thing with me with a kid that listened, and then the wife.
And then the wife loves it, yeah.
She feels very early, no doubt, Gwen Stefani to me. Her sound.
I can hear that.
I have listened to several of her songs, and I don't know if it's my cup of tea, but you gotta love someone just doing their own thing.
Yeah.
And then breaking through, you know? She's really weird looking.
So she's a Missouri girl, huh?
Yep.
Yeah. It's pretty cool. I will say I find at least all the songs that I hear in the car are very catchy. Like, okay, yeah. Almost like an earworm catchy. Like, is it too catchy?
Is your ear okay by the way?
Oh, yeah. Not really, as a matter of fact. Yeah, I went to the doctor, and
what did you see?
my hearing's actually gotten worse in that ear, so now I got to get an MRI this week. And then, it's my choice, but they're
kind of like the blue cheese
like
dressing.
blue cheese dressing.
Yeah.
They might do a steroid injection into my eardrum, which does not sound fun.
Didn't he have super hearing?
I don't know. We'd see. Yeah. She said I could do another round of steroids that I take, but I hate it being on those steroids.
Do you think you're losing your hearing?
Well, I am in that one ear, but that's the problem. People that lose their hearing, they lose it in both ears at the same time, so there's some problem with my left ear.
I'm sorry, Chris.
Yeah.
Is it because that's the ear that faces Boogie?
I didn't even bring that up to the doctor.
You've kind of turned it off.
Oh, God, he's talking again. Ear, quit listening. Yeah, I don't know. So she said it's something called Hydrops disease, where the fluid in one ear is jacked up. And if
it's called
it is
Hydrox, the cookie.
That's what I thought she was saying at first.
You got hungry.
Here's the bad news, though. The way you can't cure it, but the way you treat it, no alcohol, no caffeine, no sugar, no salt.
So you don't cure it, Chris.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
So there is no cure.
Yeah, you just deal with
Because of the
poor
first,
hearing.
because of the first one.
Yeah. So there you go. That's some
Wow.
more old person talk here for the show for
That's
that
for you.
listener. It's-
So prednisone doesn't do anything for it.
It didn't. She said if she injects it into my eardrum, that it might help it.
Ouch.
Yeah. She said it's not pleasant. So I don't know, but I may be getting that done this week.
Well, have a lot of fun, guys. On Labor Day. We'll see you later.
Hold on, suckers.
This has been a KCTK production, produced by Paul Lavoda. If you want more information about this content, then you have some real weirdness going on. You can always check out KCTK Radio on Facebook. Listen to live programs at kctkradio.com. Yes, and that is on the World Wide Web. Thank you.